Okay. Hi, Sophia. It's nice to hear from you. It's been a while since you and I have played together. So, for people who have not read Sophia's question before, I'm going to read it out. So, she says, I had a situation that made me very uncomfortable. I was disrespected, most probably because I am Mexican, but also probably because I am a woman. The person that offended me was an American employee of the SDG&E, so I made a complaint and got a call back the next day. So I kept the feeling going, then I posted a discussion on Facebook and I talked to friends and family about it. Guess what happened a few days later? It happened again by another person, but same situation. Of course, I put my energy and attention into it. I'm glad you know that, Sophia. My question is, how can I stand up for my beliefs and values and take actions against the things that I consider wrong and at the same time not give the wrong message to the universe? For example, I want more of this disrespect. I think this is an amazing question, Sophia. Thank you so much for bringing it to the Unicorn Club. So I want to point out a couple of things to you. And the very first thing that struck me when I read your comment was that you said that this happened to you, the disrespecting situation happened to you because you are Mexican and also probably because you are a woman. You see, that comment is bringing to the surface what your belief is. Your belief is that people will disrespect you because you are Mexican, and on top of that, not only Mexican but a woman. And if you carry that belief around with you, different people, different shapes and sizes, different times of day will show up in order to clarify to you that you're carrying this negative belief around. People can be disrespectful to white people just as much. People can be disrespectful whether you're a woman or a man. Does not have anything to do with it unless you make it about that. If you believe that that is so, then for you, my dear, it is so. And the more you talk about it, the more you share it, the more you think it, then the more you will see of it. And it's just going to confirm your belief that your belief is right, that it is about being Mexican and about being a woman. Well, in reality, if you think that people see you as less than because you're a woman and because you're a Mexican, then you're putting a negative vibration out there every day of the week, 24 hours a day, because you're not going to change the fact that you're Mexican and you're not going to change the fact that you are a woman. So you have to take these circumstances of your birth and turn them into an advantage rather than a disadvantage. And you do that by changing the way you think about it. Tell me something. Do you not see any women around you who are successful? Do you not see women around you who, even though they are colored, of various ethnicities, being successful and treated with respect? Do you not see that? And if you see that, then why is it that you don't think you can be that? You see? You can choose to find and focus on examples of women who demonstrate to you that your belief is right, or you can look around and find evidence of women who can prove to you that being a woman and being ethnic has nothing to do with the amount of respect that you command. You have to change this because this is how you see yourself every day. Every day when you look in the mirror, you see your ethnicity and you see your gender. You can't get away from it. So you have to accept it. Be proud. Be proud that you're Mexican. Mexican people are amazing. There are so many Mexican people who have achieved so much living in the US. And not just the US, but in other parts of the world. There are Mexican women who are powerful, commanding. It has nothing to do with your gender, my dear, and has nothing to do with your ethnicity. But because you think that your ethnicity is a disadvantage to you, and the fact that your gender is a disadvantage to you, now you have a belief that is vibrating away. And it's vibrating away at a very negative place. So the universe has no option but to match you up with results, with things that will happen, which will reflect back to you the beliefs that you hold. So stop it. Don't look at yourself like that. You have a choice. Whatever you choose and the way you choose to see yourself today is going to determine for sure how people see you every day. You see, there is no such thing as disrespect unless you have this sign, this vibrational sign that you're carrying around with you that says, disrespect me because I am ethnic. Disrespect me because I'm a woman. You're the one carrying that sign around. And those people who feel that those criteria are a disadvantage will show up for you, but they will not show up for other people who don't think that that is a disadvantage. So I'm going to leave it there for you. With respect to that discussion, now I'm going to go to the second part of your question, which is, how can I stand up for my beliefs and values and take action against the things that I consider wrong, and at the same time not give the wrong message to the universe? See, this is what you are getting wrong is the fact that you have to take action against the things that you consider are wrong. You don't have to take any action. In fact, taking action always comes when you're fighting against something that is negative. Because when you fight against something, you have made a decision. You have expressed an opinion that someone else is wrong. And when you judge someone else for being wrong, you are not coming from a place of love. And if you're not coming from a place of love, you will never get the result that you want. The result that you want can only come to you from not pushing against. No matter what people are doing, you have to be stable and strong in a place of love. Love everyone, especially love those scoundrels who disrespect you. I know it's not the easiest thing to do, and I know that you can't do it overnight either, but you can bring yourself to that place. And the reason you have to do it, my dear, is because you want to affect change. People will only give you what you want from them if you send them a positive vibration. That's when people give you what you want from them. But when you see someone and you say, oh my God, that person is looking at me and he or she is noticing my ethnicity, what have you done? Now in that moment, you're not loving that person anymore. Now in that moment, you are low on the emotional scale. So it's not surprising at all that that person is going to react to you from a low place on the emotional scale. It is no surprise at all. If you want to be respected, you have to be love. Abraham's words, very beautiful words. Abraham said, I am going to love you not because you are lovable, but because I am a lover. And those words are key, my dear. You have to be who you really are. And when you are that which you really are, and what are you? You are an extension of source energy. Source energy never exacts punishment. Source energy never has anything to forgive because source energy never calls anyone wrong. Source energy never deviates from a place of love. And when you don't follow these three things, then you are deviating from source energy. And every time you deviate from source energy, the result that you get will be the opposite of what you want. If you want things to change, you have to look at those people who discriminate and say, they don't understand. If they knew what they were doing. Because I'll tell you something, anyone who discriminates is doing that from a very low place on the emotional scale. And if someone is discriminating, if they are discriminating and this was the emotional scale, they are low over here. They are low down. They are in a very low vibration. And the fact that they are in a low vibration is going to bring them all sorts of negative things in their life. You don't have to do anything. They will get their deserves, their just deserves, because their vibration will attract negative experiences to them. So the question is, do you want to join them? Do you want to be one of them and attract more negative stuff to you? Or do you want to rise above them and be someone who sends out love, who never judges anyone, who knows that if someone is acting in an inappropriate manner, that it is only ever because they don't understand. And if someone does not understand, that is not a good enough reason for us to hate them, for us to be angry with them, for us to call them inappropriate. If someone does not understand, then the only way you can get through to them, the only way that you can make them understand is by love. When you scream at a child who is not understanding a concept that you're trying to explain to them, they close their ears. They are not listening anymore. Nothing is getting through. It's only when you love the child and you sit down and you hug them and you say, it's okay, you can do this, and you express love and hold them and encourage them, only then does a child learn. And the same concept applies to these people whose behavior you want to change. As long as you scream and shout, as long as you protest, as long as you push back, as long as you call them wrong, you will not get what you want. And that, my dear, is the law of attraction. I hope that this discussion is useful to you and all those other wonderful, amazing, beautiful people who feel disrespected and discriminated. Because the fact that you think that you will be disrespected and discriminated is the energy that you're putting out into the universe, and law of attraction says whatever you put out there is what you will attract. I fall in the same bracket with you. I'm not white. I come from Pakistan. And I can tell you that I have never been ever in a situation where I have felt discriminated against, ever. And it is only and solely because of the fact that I treat everyone as my equal. If you do not treat people as your equal, then they will show you that you are right. And when you treat them as if you are their equal, then they will show you that you are right. Love you lots. Amazing question. Very topical. The media has made it topical. The media has made it everybody's business. And I think that it is time for all of us to change the way we think about these things so that we can create a change in the world. Again, thank you for your question. Love you lots. Bye for now.